Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got two new paddles to review. Very excited about these. The new Slapp Life SHO. When I have spoken in the past, I've talked about really liking outside the box thinking and new startup companies. And the Slapp Life SHO is definitely, they fall under both of those categories. But when I say outside the box thinking, this is almost not even box adjacent. This is trying something very cool and very new and very just, if it works, it's going to be extraordinary. Very excited to try this. Let me show you these bad boys, the new Slapp Life SHO. No, these are not training paddles. We've all seen hit with those in the past. These are USAPA approved 16 millimeter and 14 millimeter bad boys. Let me bounce through some of the basics of these. They're both poly cores, 16 millimeter, 14 millimeter. They are Gen 2 thermoformed. They have the 12K carbon fiber surface. All that is pretty standard, but what you notice right off is the shape. Slapp Life has eliminated this entire space down here that you shouldn't use. I started to say that you don't use, but you really shouldn't use this. There's no performance down there. So they've used just the face of the paddle that is most of the time where you're going to contact the ball. This is where the performance lies, and this is where the paddle is going to be. Slapp Life says that this is going to reduce the drag on these paddles by 17%. So what that means is we all know that power doesn't come from swinging hard, muscling up. Your velo comes from swinging fast, going through the air quick. Well, if you reduce 17% of the drag, that paddle's going to go through the air really fast. That is the thought behind the Slapp Life SHO. Not only are you going to hit the ball where you're supposed to be hitting it anyway, but you're going to get through the air quicker, and you're going to get to your shots faster, and you're going to have faster hands. That's also cool. That's very cool. Also, these paddles are 16 3/4 inch long, 7 1/4 inches wide, 5 and 6.5 inch long grip, 4 1/4 circumference. So what that means, 16 3/4 inch long paddle, it's longer than most by 1/4 inch, but it's still longer. So you're not only going to get through the air faster, but you're going to have a little whip out there too. I am so excited to see how these paddles play. They are a little intimidating when you pick them up, but then when you hold them up, hold them up to the next paddle, you realize they're not that much different of a shape. They're just the same shape. They're just removed. This part's removed. It goes against kind of what our eyes are trained to see, but these should just perform really well. The 14 millimeter weighs in at 7.8 ounces. The 16 millimeter weighs in at 8.1. As you can imagine, when you first pick them up, we've removed all this weight down here. So they are a touch head heavy, but not cumbersome at all. But they have a little weight out here. Once again, that should push the ball through the air even faster because all the mass is out here at the tip. Very excited to get out of the court and try these. I think people are going to come from courts away to check these out because they look so different. I'm excited to get out and hit these. I'm headed to the courts right now. Hope you're going to be there. We'll hit these paddles together in the new Slapp Life SHO. All right, guys, I'll be back. All right, guys, this is the 14 millimeter SHO from Slapp. Let me go after this target. That was a good serve. That was a good serve. I like that. It's going right toward the target. Let me try and knock that down. Oh, those were gold. Those were gold. Okay, I'm going to spin a couple with this. Oh, that had nice spin. I got to go right toward the camera, though. That had nice spin, too. Oh, let me go right toward the camera with one. All right. There. Nice spin. Not a huge spin, but really nice spin. All right, guys, this is 16 millimeter SHO from Slapp Life. Let me go after this target. Pulled that just a little bit. That wasn't the paddle, that was me. Let me do this again. There we go. That had nice velo too. You could hear that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Let me do one more. Look at that. Oh, it's right there. Oh my gosh. All right, let me spin a couple with this bad boy. With this bad boy. That was cute. All right. Yeah, great secondary hop. Let me see if I can. I'm going to spin as hard as I can. This might not even land on the court. Don't care. Yeah. Yeah, this paddle. Bravo. Hey guys, back. Just spent the last few weeks getting to know the new SHO paddles from Slapp Life. I believe I said in the opener I had no idea what to expect, and I didn't. I had no idea. Went out to the courts. The first reaction you hear is this a training paddle? No, it's not. So everybody takes their own paddle, whatever they hit with, hold it up to this one, and they say, well, wait, it's the same height, same width. The only thing that's missing is down here, and I showed that in the opener. The only thing you're missing is this part down here, which you shouldn't really hit anyway. I know sometimes we do, but we shouldn't. That's not a great place to hit the ball performance-wise. Then they start hitting the paddle, and they really enjoy it. And then when they receive the ball, someone else is hitting to them with one of these, they realize, one of the first things they say is, man, that ball really spins. That ball has a lot of motion, a lot of action coming off of it. And it's true, it does. It's very cool. These paddles are just really cool. And if I had one word to describe it, just fun. They're so much fun to play. And they're fun because of performance attributes, and I'm going to go through those now. I always start out with power. Average service speed of mine is 48 to 50 miles per hour. The 16 millimeter, the average service speed was 51.4. You'd kind of expect that. This is 8.1 ounces, and all the weight, once again, you're taking this weight away too, and you're moving the weight up. So you're going to have that plow through, you're going to have that mass, it's out here at the tip. And even though that's 8.1 ounces, it feels a little bit heavier because it's out here. These paddles are 16 and 3/4 inches long. So all that weight's kind of just plowing through there and shooting that ball 51.4 miles an hour, very good speed. The 14 millimeter, even though it's 7.8 ounces, it's still a little bit head heavy because the weight's all out here now. It's not down here. But the average service speed was 50 miles an hour. Both of those really good numbers on the upper end of average and above average. Really nice, good power numbers. Accuracy and control and consistency. This may come from, mentally you kind of think it's a smaller paddle, even though it's not. You're concentrating on the ball more, but the accuracy, control, and consistency is just amazing. You can really just put the ball wherever you want, and it's so much fun. Now, once again, I'll go back to the word fun. So much fun to hit. Spin-wise, both of these paddles just spin like mad. I have a theory on that. Because of the 17% less drag, the balls, so if you hit a top spin, it's going through the air quicker. You've got the weight out here, so it's got that little extra flick to it, a little bit longer, but the spin is tremendous. Once again, so much fun to hit. I'm going to go back to that word because everything with these paddles are fun. Feedback and feel, the entire face of this paddle is a sweet spot. You can hit this pretty much anywhere and you're going to have the same performance results. Very nice. Very good defense to offense. You can go down and dig trash with this, get it back in the non-volley zone. And once you get up to the non-volley zone, fast hands are a breeze. This paddle goes through the air so quick. Once again, less drag. The weight's out here. It just goes through the zone so quick. There is nothing bad I can say about these paddles. They are $199 US. That's not bad either. I just don't have anything bad to say. As far as playability, and I always say, will one of these paddles go in my bag? Yes, is the short answer. They definitely could. And every time I go to the courts, I end up putting one of these in my bag. I enjoy them both. Both of them have game. I kept having to kind of decide whether I like the 14 millimeter or the 16 millimeter. Initially, I thought I was really going to like the 16 millimeter more. But the more I played with them, I kind of migrated toward the 14 millimeter version. And I really think, and I didn't try this, but I think putting some weights down there, dragging that sweet spot down a little bit, making it a little more evenly balanced, and giving it a little more mass where it would get those service numbers up above 50. I think this would be, I'm going to put some weight on and try this, but I think this is the way to go. I like this paddle a lot. I like both of them. I am so impressed with what Slapp Life has done with these. I didn't know what to think going into this review. I had no idea. Guys, I'm anxious to hear if you've tried this, if you've heard of these paddles, if you've seen them, if you played against anybody that's hitting them. I would love to hear. So yeah, please leave a comment. As always, I'm so impressed. I like these so much. I think this could be kind of a new wave maybe. I think it's pretty cool. I love that people try new things. I love it. All right, guys, hit like, hit subscribe. Leave me a comment on the Slapp Life Show. Love these paddles. Very cool. All right, guys, it's summer. Get out and play. Play the game we love. All right, I'll be back. Should do like a contest coming up of the coolest pickleball sites. This site here at Osage Park, maybe the coolest site. You've got Plains Landing, you've got dog park, you've got people walking, you've got food trucks, you've got music under the pavilion, you've got an archery range back over there. I mean, there are so many cool things going on at this park. It's just beautiful. You got wildlife. There's a beaver dam just right over there. There's small lakes. There's a beaver dam right over there. This is very well maintained by the Peel Compton group. This is just we really should do a contest and see who's got the coolest park. I would think this is right up there with any there are. All right.